slash spit it out. It's going to give you an upset stomach. What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review, and this time we're taking a look at Transformers Power of the Primes Legends class Dinobot Slash, and there she is in the packaging. Pretty cool clamshell packaging, if you ask me. Just got some nice artwork at the top here of her Raptor mode. Bottom of the packaging just have another picture of the robot mode. Power of the Primes Legends class Dinobot Slash, ages 8 and up. This side of the packaging you just have that same artwork there. This side of the packaging, nothing. On the back of the packaging, you just have your product shots. Dinobot Slash Elite Tracker always finds her target. Included, gimmicks, what she can do, warning, it for the packaging. That's it. Let's get her out of the packaging and see what she looks like in hand. And here we have Slash out of the packaging, and she's a cool little Velociraptor. I'm just going to go out and say it. I think she's pretty nifty. Really quickly included in the packaging. Instructions. Trust me, you're not going to need them. It's a fairly simple transformation. And you do have also the obligatory collector card here, which I do like and appreciate. I like the artwork on the front here. If anybody does not want their collector cards, let me know. Shoot me an email. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, and I'll gladly take them off their hands. And on the back of the card, you just have Nexus Slash, locate spots who can form flawless combiners. So there you have that for the collector card. And here she is. We have our first female Dinobot. I know another third-party company. The name is escaping me at the moment. I know they did some female Dinobots, but this is Hasbro's take on a female Dinobot. And she's a cool little legend scale figure. I'm kind of hoping that somewhere down the road a KO company will do a deluxe version or an upscaled version, because I think this mold would look really cool in a deluxe form, or maybe just doubled in size. I don't know what they call them, but I think she's pretty cool as is, but I think it has potential to be better. So let's just get really quickly here on the sculpt. It's pretty standard sculpt right here. Everything pegs in pretty well. You do have some gap issues right here, but yeah, everything cleans up pretty nicely. That face sculpt is really nice. You've got some clear plastic here in front of this gold paint right here, which looks really cool. I really do like that. And you can tell, if I can use this here, you got some red paint right there in the eyes, which is pretty cool. You got some gorgeous gray plastic here with some little molded detail. You got some vents right here just to kind of give it a little bit of a robot motif. Yeah. The legs are done very well. The legs also have a clear gold plastic right here. As well, you do have the same clear plastic up here with some molded detail. I think that's gold paint underneath. But yeah. Looks pretty good. Articulation wise, the head, you can get some neck breaking articulation. This is kind of, this doesn't really peg in anywhere. It's supposed to, it's just like a little thoop, if you will. But I would have liked it if it was like a better clip right here. But it'd be nice if that could peg in a little bit better, because this is really tight. I mean, over time this is going to loosen up, but I mean, for articulation. Stop rambling, just go on with it. The mouth can open, and depending on where you have the head, you have a mild scream, or you can have a jaw-breaking roar, which is pretty cool. The arms can do a full 360. They're just on a clip right here. The hips are on a ball joint. You can do a full 360. Those, you can even get them out. You can't get them out that far, but just pop it back in. There we go. You can get them out a little bit right there. You do have a swivel right here, a very tight swivel, which is really nice. You do have a bend at the knee, which is pretty cool. The toes aren't articulated. The feet, I should say, aren't articulated, but if you do want some articulation, you can just unpeg it from the robot mode hand here. And you can get some articulation. And nose, the tail, just up and down like that. The one other issue I have is when you put the tail up and you go to put it down, sometimes this part will come with it because it's all on one hinge right here. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She's a pretty cool little legend scale figure. Digger. Let's get into some comparisons right off the bat here. Let's bring in Dinobot Swoop. And, you know, it fits the same motif. The colors match, the overall aesthetic looks good together, especially in the head area with the clear plastic, followed by the paint underneath. They got the colors pretty solid, you know, with the grays and the reds and everything. So she's going to look really good with the rest of the Dinobots. And for another comparison, here she is next to a Pretender shell and a Power Master. So there you have that. And the one gimmick that she has is you can pop this section back open right here, and you got some more molded detail in there as well as in here. Just put it right there. You got to take your little Power Master here, fold his arms up. Come on. There we go. And you want to fold him at the knee hinge right here, but you want to fold him forwards because if you fold him in like this, he's not going to fit. So you got to fold them in like that. And there's a little slot right there where this tab is going to go into. Just got to put them in. And there you can have a Power Master riding a dinosaur, a Dinobot, which I think is cool. I mean, it's silly, but it works. It does work very well, I think, in my opinion. So that's that. Let's get her transformed into robot mode and see what the robot mode looks like, shall we? Here she is in her robot mode, and she's a cute little adorable little robot. I dig her. I dig her very much. Let's get in close on that head sculpt there. Got some nice silver paint here along with some red paint in the eyes. Looks really good. And nice, you know, she has a very nice slender body shape, which I think works for the figure because it's also a raptor, and raptors are relatively on the skinny side, so it's nice that they kind of kept the same, you know, proportions. I think her arms are a little too bulky for the rest of her. Maybe in the forearm section, but you get some nice molded detail here in the thighs and down here. You got some nice paint apps, some nice gold paint in the knees there. And yeah, nice little Autobot symbol up there in the upper chest area. So yeah, I think she looks really cool. Articulation-wise, the head is on a swivel. She cannot do a full 360, but she can look pretty far. The Dino Mode legs essentially become the robot arms, so it's the same articulation, ball peg, full 360, swivel, 90-degree bend, no hand articulation whatsoever, no waist articulation as well. The hips are on a ball joint. They can go forward about that far, but if you want to get further, you just kind of push it to the side, and she can do that. Backwards, cannot go back more than that much just because of the this bit right here with the Dinobot arms. There's a swivel right here at the hip as well, the mushroom peg. 90-degree bend at the knee, and there is really no toe articulation unless it's mainly for transformation, but you can get some articulation out of it if you want. So I mean, you can fold it pretty much all the way back, but there is that. So she's really cool, really posable for such a small little legend figure, which I like and I appreciate. So let's get into the comparisons. For comparisons, let's just bring in some other legend scale figure. Here she is with Titans Return Brawn and Sea Spray. And she looks pretty cool next to him. And we will also bring in Swoop. Show you what she looks like with Swoop. And I think You know, it's a nice aesthetic. I mean, it's nice. I like it. I like the colors. You know, are pretty good for this for the Dinobots. I think it looks really well. It matches. She kind of looks like a little miniature version of Stomp. That's it. That's the fans' toy's name. I'm drawing a blank. Sorry about that. But there's that comparison. And for another comparison, here she is next to a Pretender Shell and a Power Master. So yeah, there's that for comparison. Now I know she doesn't come with any weapons, which is okay. Not that big a deal, but can she hold a blaster? Let's see if she can. Fits in the hand very nicely. It's a nice tight grip. Let's get a little bend at the elbow there. And she can hold it, which is pretty nice. If you extend the arm fully like that, she will become very top heavy and fall forward. So if you just get a nice bend at the elbow there, get a nice stance, lean her back a little bit, she can hold the blaster just fine. So that is that for that. And some final thoughts on the figure. She's a really cool little legend scale figure. I dig her. I like her. Not much to say. Not a lot going on, but still fun transformation, fun little figure, cool little legend figure, cool little fidget, toy to mess around with while you're like on the computer waiting for something to download or something like that. So what did you think of this review or this figure? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I do have that PayPal account if you want to send some money my way if you want. If not, I'm not going to hold it against you. You do what you want. It's your money. I'm just saying it's out there if you want. So the link for that will be in the description down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is S.L.B, and this has been my review of Transformers Power of the Primes Dinobot Slash. And this is S.L.B saying, my childhood hates me.